I want to introduce you to one of the most distinctive residential communities in this market. If you've been searching for a property that offers space, privacy, and the freedom to truly use it on your own terms, I think what I'm about to share with you is going to be well worth your time. I'm Amy Pierce with Keller Williams Arizona Living Realty, and I specialize in helping clients relocate, purchase second homes, and invest right here in Bullhead City and the surrounding areas of Mojave County, Arizona. And this community is one that I find myself recommending time and time again to exactly that type of buyer. It's called Sunridge, and what makes it stand apart is not just one thing, but it's a combination of what the area offers, who it's designed for, and what the market data tells us about where it's headed. Let me walk you through all of it. Sunridge is actually made up of three subdivisions: Sunridge Estates, the Vineyard, and Desert Canyons. They share the same general location in Bullhead City, single family character, and the same overall sense of community. However, they are not identical, and understanding the distinction is important depending upon what you're looking for. Sunridge Estates and Sunridge Vineyard are non-HOA communities, and there is no homeowners association, no architectural review board, and no restrictions dictating on how you can use your property. Some have purchased raw land and built exactly the home that they envisioned, while others purchased finished homes from contractors who did the same. The result is a neighborhood where properties have genuine character. That individuality is not a coincidence, it is a defining quality of these two communities. Desert Canyon, it operates a little bit different. It does have an HOA, and the homes there generally are priced in the mid 500,000s and above. For those buyers who appreciate a more structured environment, consistent community standards, and that managed luxury feel, Desert Canyon is a compelling option. So what Sunridge really offers is two distinct experiences under one community umbrella, and that's a rare combination. I want to speak to the non-HOA structure directly because I find that buyers sometimes misunderstand what it means in a community of this caliber. The buyers choosing Sunridge Estates and the Vineyard, they're not doing so because they are looking to cut corners. They are doing so because they want the full autonomy over a significant property, and that is entirely different motivation. For a second home buyer in particular, the non-HOA structure fundamentally changes the financial picture for your purchase. When you're not in resident, whether you're here 6 months out of the year or 9 months out of the year or 3 months out of the year, your property can generate rental income, short-term and long-term, and that decision is entirely yours. There is no HOA board to seek approval from, no rental restrictions to work around. Your asset is working for you on your schedule. That level of flexibility is something that many buyers in HOA communities simply do not have. And then there's the property itself. Sunridge offers generous lot sizes, real yard space with room for guests, pools, a workshop, and casitas for extended family. And in Bullhead City, where the river lifestyle is a significant part of why people choose this area, the ability to store your boats, your jet skis, your side-by-sides, or your recreational equipment right on your property is not a small thing. It's a kind of freedom that is precisely what draws buyers to this area. Location is central to the Sunridge story. Bullhead City sits directly on the Colorado River, with Laughlin, Nevada just right across the water. Entertainment, dining, casino resorts, water recreation, it's all just minutes from your front door. And this is not something residents drive to on the weekends. When you live here in the Sunridge area, you are immersed in that lifestyle every day. For buyers who are coming from out of state, what this location represents is difficult to replicate. The combination of river access, the mild winter climate, proximity to Laughlin, Nevada, and the space and privacy that Sunridge provides, that is not something that you can find in many places at this price point. Now, I want to walk you through the actual market data for this community because I believe that the numbers tell a very compelling story. These are current momentum MLS statistics specifically for Sunridge here in Bullhead City. Starting with the long-term price trend, median sales price in the Sunridge area were in the mid 200,000s in the year of 2016. And by 2022 through 2024, we were consistently seeing values in the $400,000 to $500,000 price range. And in early 2026, closed sales are ranging from approximately 385,000 to over 700,000. And the April 2026 median sales price came in at 440,000. Looking at list price per square foot, a strong indicator of where the market is positioning itself, we are seeing figures between 235 and 278 per square foot. On the inventory side, there are currently 16 to 23 active listings in this community at any given time. For context, in 2021, the number was sometimes below 12. So today's buyers have more selection than buyers did just a few years ago, which is very meaningful advantage if you're looking for a specific property type. Now, I want to be transparent with you on days on market. Some properties here are taking longer to sell than they would have a few years ago in the peak of 2022. And that's true for most markets. However, what that does mean for a buyer is that you have time for negotiating leverage that simply did not exist 2 to 3 years ago. Well-priced homes and well-positioned homes are still continuing to move very quickly. So I want to close with what I believe is the real story of Sunridge, and it's not found in the data. It is something that I observe consistently when working with my buyers throughout this community. The people who end up in Sunridge are not buyers who settled. They are deliberate about what they are looking for. And when they find it in this community, whether they are choosing the Estates, the Vineyard, or Desert Canyon, they pretty much stop their search. So if you're looking for a non-HOA or HOA community here in Bullhead City and you would like to talk about your options, scan the QR code or click the link in the comments below and book a call with me. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss any of my weekly videos about real estate and life here along the Colorado River. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week.